Are the Ohm just offsprings of Dio?
The tendrils?
Yeah.
That's the only thing, the tendrils?
The tendrils.
Yeah. No.
Distant relatives of Dio.
What causes stands? The parasite from the meteor or the bacteria from the meteor?
Oh,
So it's just evolution from the meteor bugs.
so the Ohm are actually just stands, or
Yeah, basically. No, they're the source of stands, but they got too big.
all that was sponsored by our new light bulbs. Okay.
The cold open is sponsored by Great Value light bulbs.
Now, if you guys heard that, let us know.
What? What?
Because Albert was so far from his mic. There's something in my eye.
That's what I was checking on.
It's your eyeball.
My light bulb.
Did you
My
do
Dio
a
bulb. I did do an outline.
Yeah? I'm refreshing.
It should be in there. Maybe no. It definitely should. Maybe I just put it in the wrong folder. Let me see. Yeah, it's for some reason didn't go to the right folder. Let me put it there.
For some reason, eh?
I don't know why.
You put it in the wrong folder?
No. What's that thing called? Google Docs
Yeah.
or the Google Drive?
What about it?
Like doesn't open to.
The last folder you were in?
It used to open up to where like I could just click on the Legendary Sip page.
Yeah.
And now it opens to
Your
some other screen.
Probably your main
My main, yeah.
drive.
Are you too bright now on your left side?
I feel like it.
Okay, hang on.
We can take a light bulb off.
Probably just turn that one off, right?
Yeah.
And the shadow's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. You need a tan, John. You need a tan.
Am I too bright?
Finding a balance. There, it's there, Josie.
That's better.
We're
It's
back
like the
to
same.
square one.
It's like the same lighting.
Slightly more lighting.
Slightly more, yeah. We got an additional light bulbs running. We're $75 for electricity.
Okay.
Trying to think of a solid sip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought of one right now. My solid sip is la 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 la. Wait, was that 7 or 6 las?
I don't know at this point.
6.
Well, take one off if it's 7. So what did you hear about the mouth taping?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where did she hear it from?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
Didn't get that far.
It's like, okay, that's an interesting concept. Makes sense.
I don't know. I tried it, but
Right.
it seems to work.
I mean, you tested one day and you felt really good.
And the next day, I felt like I was choking on my own saliva.
But
When
that's
you
'cause
changed how you did
when
it.
I changed how I did it, yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well-
Because the image I saw, it's pretty goofy where it's just one strip.
Yeah.
Well, you could just breathe around the tape. So.
I think it's like you closing your mouth enough for your brain to like think your mouth is completely closed.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
work like that.
Yeah.
I have a snore guard and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
If your mouth's open, you're gonna breathe through your mouth.
Yeah. So there was a video I listened to with a doctor going over like the different ways you can do it, and he says you can either do it across the mouth or a strip down.
Yeah.
And for me, I guess a strip down doesn't seem to work. So
Mhm.
it just when I do it over my whole mouth, it gets on my facial hair. And
Yeah.
it's so yeah, either gotta shave
Uncomfortable.
the facial hair or I got to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Mouth tape.
mouth tape.
This video is sponsored by Mouth Tape.
It's, it keeps the winds out of your mouth.
The winds.
The winds.
The winds from exiting your mouth.
The winds from exiting your mouth. I also noticed, I don't know if you guys do this, but when you wake up, you have like morning breath.
Yes.
When I did the tape over my entire mouth, I had no morning breath.
Yeah.
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 Because the bacteria interact with like the air.
Yep.
Or the lack of air or the lack of moisture probably. I don't know what it is. But
It-
something.
Less moisture in your
Yeah.
mouth, and then
Yeah,
more oxygen.
More oxygen. So it's very interesting. So when I wake up, John, I can just kiss you right away.
I'd rather you not.
You just run all the way over here,
I'd
and then
rather
he goes to
just have-
work.
I'd just rather have the morning breath kiss.
Morning butt.
Oh,
We need
okay.
something else for that first.
You know what else is awesome? This
What?
movie.
Oh.
Let's just get away from Jesse's butt.
Butt kisses.
Okay, so I did outro that we were doing Nausicaä this week, right?
We
I
did.
think I did. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. The one
This
that
is the one.
this is the one. This is the one that got the cuts that I referenced in Mononoke.
Oh, they sent a fan this time, not a sword.
No, this movie they got.
This-
Oh,
Never mind. When they sent the sword last time, no cuts. This one they said, "We're your biggest fan." And they sent you a fan, or they sent them a fan.
No.
No. no.
They sent the sword for Mononoke because of this movie's cuts.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, the movie, the original release, it was cut from its current, I think, 2 hours down to like an hour
And a
40
half.
something.
It was an hour and a half.
Hour
it
and
was
a
like
half.
a whole like
Oh,
20.
really? But we watched the uncut version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Oh.
this is the actual release.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what happened was the original release in '85 was cut completely, like
Mhm.
to like the 100 and I think it was like an hour and 35 minutes
Yeah.
from the hour and 57. They changed the title of the movie to Warriors of the Wind.
Warriors of the Wind.
Yeah, and they in the advertising for the movie, Nausicaä, who they changed her name to, I forgot to what, but was like in the background of the advertisements.
Really?
Yeah, like they changed so much of the movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then so when the movie rights went back to Ghibli,
Yeah.
they did a deal with Disney, and then the uncut version was released. So that's why earlier today when Albert came over, I was looking at the voice actors for this,
Yeah.
and I was like, this person voice acted in this movie, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, there's no way they did this in 1985, but then it was because it was
Redubbed.
yeah, in I think it was like 2000,
I think 2000.
2000, yeah. It's
Who were
kinda
some of the original voice actors?
I didn't look at those.
They're like
Oh.
uncredited. It's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of them were uncredited.
Now I want to listen to the original cut.
I don't know if that's out there, but we could probably
VHS.
find it.
VHS.
It's
Yeah.
it's probably on like VHS. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Anyway, how many times have you seen this one, Albert?
I think this is my 4th or 5th time.
That is.
This is my brother's favorite Ghibli movie.
Technically not a Ghibli movie.
technically.
Technically,
My brother's favorite Miyazaki movie.
yeah. It was released like I think a year or the same year that Ghibli was founded, but before
Yeah.
Ghibli was founded.
Yeah.
So
Pre-Ghibli.
Pre-Ghibli.
Pre-Ghibli
But still
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, I think the first because I saw that trivia too. The first like Ghibli movie is Castle in the Sky.
Howl's Moving Castle?
No,
No, Castle in the Sky.
Castle in the Sky.
I think it's Castle in the Sky. Yeah.
I think it's Castle in the Sky.
A lot of castles.
Yep.
Howl's Moving Castle, Castle in the Sky,
Castle of Wind, Princess Monocassel. A lot of them.
Princess Mononoke. First time watching it.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time.
Were you excited? Any like how were you
I
feeling?
mean, I was sort of excited. It's a Ghibli movie, so I
technically not
Ghibli
a
has
Ghibli
a-
movie.
it is a Miyazaki
It's a
movie.
Miyazaki.
So I had some expectations for it. I didn't want to be too excited, but I went in expecting some good animation and some decent characters or good characters.
Mm.
Yeah. First time for you? Did you
First
say?
time for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it twice though. I watched it once yesterday, and I did the same thing
Yeah.
this morning. The reason why I watched it again is like, I don't know. There's just parts that just don't stay with me in this movie.
Yeah, first time I watched it, my eyes were closed, and then the second time I watched it was this morning when my eyes opened.
Okay, good.
But there's still like even though I was awake when I rewatched it this morning, my eyes were closed. And, yeah,
You were
so
just listening
I was just listening and
for the
then-
wind.
Yeah, just for the wind. And then there's just parts that like I feel like I definitely nodded off and just don't remember at all. So
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
sometimes.
some. Yeah, I don't think the pacing's as good as Mononoke in this
No.
movie.
Which is kind of weird because they're constantly going somewhere.
Yeah.
So anyway, details. It's directed by Hayao Miyazaki. There was no tagline. It was just like Miyazaki's.
The winds of change.
Oh, it was like Miyazaki's epic masterpiece, and I was just like, okay, I'm not putting that.
Plus wind.
It has plus wind. It had a budget of $1 million estimated.
1 million.
1 million.
That seems so cheap now.
Yeah, it does.
Dang.
Its release date was the original was November 25th, 1987. I don't know why I forgot to get the re-release date, but it's fine.
2000.
It had a runtime of 1 hour and 57 minutes. Couldn't find a rating for it, but it made a box office worldwide of just under $9 million. Probably got ruined by, because I think like when it was re-released, I don't think it was re-released in theaters.
Yeah. Probably
Oh,
not.
it's probably just like straight to DVD or
Yeah.
VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Streaming on Max, so definitely check it out. Both versions, English and Japanese.
What do you watch it in?
English.
Okay.
That's why,
English.
like, when I heard some of the English voice actors, I was like, wow.
They did a pretty good job.
This is
Yeah.
great.
Drink first.
Drink for
Drink time.
Drink time.
What is it?
It's tea I found at a store.
Shaka.
It's
Shaka
a-
tea kawaii or kawaii.
It's a Hawaiian tea. It's a Hawaiian tea.
Shake it up.
Yeah, it says to shake it before you shake.
think we do that. Do you?
I don't know.
I was just kidding. I don't want to
It says in that like little cursive up top right there.
give it a shake before you shaka. I don't think.
I don't trust it though.
I don't either. I think I'm
Just turn it. If there's anything at the bottom, just turn it.
turn it.
Yeah, just turn it upside down. Not when it's open. Right now.
What do you mean?
So
Turn
there-
the bottle.
Just turn it.
there-
Don't shake
can,
it. There you go. There you go. Just so if
No.
there's stuff, then it distributes.
Oh.
And now you turn it back.
yeah.
Oh, I was like,
And
when
now
am I
you-
gonna?
I mean, I'm not stopping you, but probably not.
Time to drink. Oh, I was talking.
You're talking pretty far from the mic.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we didn't catch my voice.
Caught
Still
my
waiting on
voice.
our custom made cups.
Oh yeah. I bought everything except for those.
More lighting.
That's good.
A barbell.
A barbell.
I mean,
It's a barbell.
a bar.
It's a spin lock barbell.
It's a pretty interesting smell.
Smells like wind.
What is it? Mint? Something? Pineapple?
It's
mint?
pineapple mint, yeah.
I like it already.
He likes it already. Why was that funny?
I don't know.
I just imagine Betty.
I
like it already.
And it likes on me. That's a very interesting flavor.
Very minty.
I don't like the taste now.
Sorry. Very minty, not enough pineapple.
I'm okay with the mint. The pineapple is leaving a weird flavor.
Yeah, I like the aftertaste.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What a shame.
What do you mean? What a shame! It's good.
I like mint tea, but
You like it?
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's the aftertaste for me that's bothering me.
I don't know why, but I like the
it
aftertaste.
tastes fake to me. Pineapple doesn't taste like that.
I just feel the mint throughout, and then like a little burst of pineapple, but the mint's still there, so it feels like a robot pineapple. I don't know.
Yeah, it tastes the mint and then pineapple and then weird
It's
pineapple.
still mint because it's still mint. Like mint's
It's-
just like powerful.
Yeah, but the mint doesn't taste fake. But
No. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
You don't get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Oh,
but I
'Cause
think with how you were saying it, yeah, you taste the mint throughout.
yeah.
The mint transition to and then back to mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
It's a weird transition, but I
I
like
like it.
both the flavors.
It's like a 1 for me.
It's a
Four?
one.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's too confusing.
Worst ready drink by Albert.
Can I see the can?
I think it's a 3. I think I would, if I had to, I would drink it.
If it had sugar, I would drink it more.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they have monk fruit to sweeten it. Okay.
just like the snack we had last time.
Yes. And for me, monk fruit has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't,
oh, this is hibiscus tea too. That's like a flower, and not like a green tea.
I'd give it a 3 though. I would drink more of it. Probably
You
wouldn't be
can't
my
have any.
first
Oh.
option, but I don't think it's bad. Like that's the thing. Like it just needs a little bit of sugar.
It's a 3, but it's not bad.
3 is not bad.
3 is that's 3 is supposed to be
that
average.
was last year. Okay,
Oh,
get over
yeah.
it.
Last year's joke.
Last year's joke. Okay. With that being said, we are at our legendary sip, our sellout sip.
Oh.
After our sip.
After our sip. You want to go first, Albert?
Sure. Mine is Journey to Learn How to Compromise.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, it's just sometimes you just can't overcome nature or some obstacles.
Giant bug
Monsters that want to kill you because you're destroying the rest of the world.
Yep.
1,000 years ago.
His is definitely going to be the best one. Mine is another Miyazaki nature versus human message.
What? Say that again.
Another Miyazaki nature versus human message.
Wait. Another Miyazaki nature versus human message?
It put quotation marks around nature and human. Another Miyazaki nature versus human message.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a lot
It
of
sounds
syllables.
weird.
It's a lot of syllables.
You counted 3 words.
Yeah, I know.
for-
When he was saying it, I counted 3, and he only said 2 words,
Yeah.
and then that's why I recounted on my own.
Another Miyazaki.
Another Miyazaki. You've already used 6 words. Could you imagine if we only had 6 syllables?
Oh, that's so tough.
That would be so tough. Why did we decide on 6 words?
I don't know.
Sell that sip.
I don't. Yeah.
We just doubled the.
that. There's only 3 syllables anyway.
We wanted to make it hard, but not easy. Not too hard. Sorry. That's a,
Man, if I could go back in time in our boardroom and like why we decided on 6 word summary.
What would you change it to?
I don't know. I was just
More or less words?
I don't know. Like it's just like it's worked out so perfectly.
I like 6.
Yeah, I like 6. It's worked out so perfectly, but at the same time, it's just like, how did we come to 6?
I think there was another podcast that had a 6-word summary. I just stole it from that podcast.
Oh, I think that- I think you're
cut
right.
that out. Cut that out.
You're probably right.
Even if it was subconsciously.
For me, mine's pretty lame. Cause I like
It's pretty
I don't-
lame. That's only 3.
Yeah, that's it. Not as pleasing, but as impactful. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed watching Mononoke a lot better.
Do you think it's because of the message or a combination of the message and how it looks? It doesn't look as good.
I think this one, Nausicaä, the message is definitely more impactful just because it's a situation that can very likely happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I
think
mean,
to
obviously,
the
like-
degree, like, I don't think there's going to be a poison jungle happening.
Yeah,
but
obviously like some of it's like dramatics, but like with warring nations and like basically like corrupting like nature and
Yeah.
humanity, like destroying itself. That's very, very like we've seen stuff like that already.
yeah, we have incidences like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think this one is more impactful. But the message combined with like how nice it is to watch Mononoke like visually,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I like that one a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's rate it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's rate it.
Out of 10 wins.
Out of 10.
Out of 10 eyeballs.
10 gliders.
10 giant dead warriors.
Giant dead warriors.
Dead giant warriors.
Out of 10 giant dead fingers on warrior hands.
Okay, anyway, let's go backwards. I'm gonna give it a 6. Like, I enjoyed parts of this movie, but like, it's just kind of weird pacing wise at times. I get a little confused when some characters look very similar to like main characters, and I'm like, how'd that person get there? It makes no sense. And then
you can tell by the budget that they use some of the same character designs.
yeah, and then yeah, like it was just a little bit harder for me to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
I did read trivia.
Mm.
There was over 200 different colors used in this movie.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah, it's very colorful.
I was looking at that and I was just picturing, like, I'm assuming they use paint for the colors
Mm-hmm.
or the cells, and I was like, I don't know, this movie, I was like, how do they remember what color to like keep? They had to like
Yeah.
keep probably a code with the mixture of the color, and then sometimes you can see that they get it slightly off and like the next frame is like a little bit lighter or darker.
Right. It spills over.
Yeah, but it's I was thinking like, wow, like that's crazy what they had to do back in the day versus now what they do. It just saved like a preset of colors probably for like a scene or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just easier. But same sentiments that you had. Like, it's a little bit easier to watch Mononoke. It doesn't look as good. I think the message is there, but the pacing is a little bit different, slower.
Right, I agree.
But it's not bad. I'll give it a 6. It makes it sound like it's not good, but I still thoroughly enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the soundtrack is better in this movie as opposed to Mononoke, though.
Yeah, I agree. It's more memorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it an 8. Mostly for the same reasons. I think it's just maybe nostalgia of me watching it more than you guys.
Yeah, first time. Well, I mean, second
Yeah,
time.
and close proximity to watching Mononoke for the first time too.
Yeah. But I've seen Mononoke, like, parts and pieces and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But like talking about it, watching it,
Yeah.
just only last week versus this week.
yeah.
Yeah.
6 is not bad. It's better than average, but
Mhm.
it's yeah, it's not as quite as good.
Yeah.
And didn't you give it an 11, Mononoke?
Mhm.
What did you give it, Mononoke? Was it pretty high?
I think I
10?
gave it like an 8.
Oh, you gave it an 8?
I think I was the lowest one on this.
You think so? Oh yeah, I think you were.
Mm-hmm.
What did I give it? Like a 9
You
maybe?
gave it like a 9.5, I think.
9.5. Yeah. Yeah.
That
What was
sounds right.
what was the half taken out? I can't
I
remember.
forgot. I remember you specifically took it out for.
Oh, the no nipples. That's what it was.
yeah. Yeah, it was such a. Did you remember the whole time you were just saying like?
No,
really?
no.
Oh, okay.
I was remembering.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a point. No nipples.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh yeah. Okay. One more piece of trivia.
Yeah.
One more piece of trivia. The giant warrior scene at the end was trying to think of the right word. Well, basically, it was edited by Hideki Anno.
Oh, nice.
Like he did the work on it.
Yeah, it's cool.
He
scene.
animated it. Jeez, Lou, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm telling you. Thank you. You didn't do anything.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was all me. I remembered the word. It's early in the morning.
But
This
yeah,
time.
it's a gorgeous scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just awe-inspiring.
Yeah. He's melting and his torso's coming apart from his like lower body and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
He's firing.
He's firing his
Cannons.
lasers.
Rawr.
Rawr. Okay. Anyway, any other trivia you'd like to share?
No, I didn't see any nipples in this movie.
I don't think they were.
Or intended you to see them.
Oh, one more piece of trivia that I read because you brought up the no nipples thing again. And so, like because of like the color of her pants,
Oh yeah.
most people think she's just wearing a skirt.
Oh yeah. I thought so too. When we first watched it, I was like, "Wow, I saw her butt cheeks," and I was like, "Oh, those are just pants."
Yeah, they're just bad. I just thought I'd throw that in there because of what you just said.
Yeah.
Anyway, characters. Alison Lohman plays Nausicaa. Patrick Stewart plays Lord Yupa. Tress MacNeille plays Obaba. Mark Hamill plays Pajit.
The mayor. Like the lead Pajit guy that comes off the plane
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
when they meet Asbel and Nausicaa.
Shia LaBeouf plays Asbel.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman plays Kushana. Kushana's the other princess from the
Gold armor.
yeah. What are they called?
Tomekian.
Tomekian. Thank you.
Tomekian.
Tomekians. And then Chris Sarandon plays Kurotawa,
Kurotawa.
who is the like
Assistant.
assistant under her. The
Okay.
guy that gets his sword broken by Nausicaa.
What was his name?
Kurotawa.
What's the actor's name?
Oh, Chris Sarandon.
I don't know him.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about the movie finally. Likes, dislikes, everything in between.
How good of a job did Shia LaBeouf do, right?
I didn't realize it was Shia
Me
LaBeouf.
neither.
Right?
Like, I honestly, I didn't realize a lot of these names. I didn't realize Patrick Stewart until you brought it up.
What?
Yeah,
It's so recognizable to me.
to you.
Yeah, to me.
I don't really watch a lot of Patrick Stewart stuff.
I have a difficulty like hearing voices. I don't know why.
There's some voices that you could just tell, but not Patrick Stewart for me.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think overall the English cast did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just blends in. The voices match the characters. Nothing's jarring or confusing.
Have you ever seen the sub version?
No, I don't.
Mm.
I probably have, but I think the English one is more memorable.
I'd be interested to watch the sub version. I feel like there's some parts that just don't match, especially with the lips moving. It's really hard to look past the lips or the mouth movements.
I'm used to it, so I can't look past it.
Yeah, I'm not used to it yet. So
I don't really care about that as much. It's just like I was just curious about like the translation, if it seemed somewhat.
On par to the Japanese
Yeah.
intent. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch it with subtitles this time.
Neither
I should have though. Like some of the names are hard to keep track of.
They're hard to keep track of, and then like On top of that, like I mentioned earlier, is like there's probably multiple characters that have similar like faces. And
Yeah.
some of them wear like the headgear, and then like when they're carrying the baby Olm to the Valley of the Wind to lure the pack.
Yeah.
I thought the kid in the pilot, that the kid in the gunner seat was Asbel, and I was like, why is he there? Why?
Right.
I didn't think
They
that.
they use a lot of the same character designs.
Yeah.
It's similar character design, but he was just like a bigger person. And I was like, what? He wouldn't have like changed like shoulder width.
He grew 2 inches. Yeah. I don't know. It is just hard to follow around.
Hmm.
Yeah. I can see that. I'm just trying to figure out, was that the one you were talking about? Or were you talking about Nausicaä also has like a double or
Nausicaä
similar?
also has a double, yeah.
Is it the lady in the room that switches clothes with her, or which one?
I forget. It's so hard to remember everything.
Well, I mean, the switch happens, but you don't see that play out.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
You just see like, oh, we're here to get you to your glider.
Yep.
And then the guard opens the door and he looks back to make sure that there's a blue dress there and there's a blue dress there. So
Right.
yeah.
I thought he was somewhat in on it too.
No.
No. He's just dumb.
He's just dumb. It's just dumb. Imagine if Benoit Blanc was in this movie.
Daniel Craig voicing a character.
It's just dumb.
Not Daniel Craig. It's
Benoit Blanc.
Oh,
Yeah,
Benoit
exactly. Exactly.
Oh man, it should have been. Is there a detective character in the newest one? Boy in the
No.
No, dang it.
No.
Anyone that would have possibly fit that southern drawl accent?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could do that to any character if you really tried.
Benoit Blanc is just such a good one though.
Yeah. There's another movie coming out, right? For Knives Out? I think Netflix had like a deal for
Wait, I think the sequel is out.
well, I mean, Glass Onion. We've already
Oh, yeah,
reviewed that,
yeah.
but the sequel
Knives
to
Out
Glass
3
Onion.
2024.
Oh, yeah.
This year? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
More Benoit Blanc.
We're excited. The best year ever.
Best year ever.
That's gonna be movie of the year.
I mean, by default, because there's nothing coming out.
Unless we watch Godzilla -1 minus color.
I mean, I'm doing that. I'm watching that next week.
Yeah.
I thought we were watching The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Well, I mean, that's
I
coming out too.
I thought that's why you posted that.
I mean, I posted Godzilla and then I post all the Lord of the Rings or just the one? Just
the one.
Fellowship?
Okay, I don't know if we can watch that many movies.
They're being released a day after each other.
Oh, nice.
my
Every movie.
goodness.
And they're extended editions.
In theaters?
theaters.
I've never seen
When
those
does
yet.
the first one come out?
2 days ago?
Oh,
But I think
wow.
it starts and then they play. I'll have to look into
For a
it
couple
more.
weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like consecutive days after.
Well, I mean,
Oh, that'd
they
be
do start like a day after each other. It says, or pre-sale starts a day after each
Pre-sale.
other.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know when they actually play.
Okay.
We'll have to look into it.
That would be fun.
4 hours. Every movie.
That would be fun.
I still
though.
haven't seen the extended.
They're so.
They're long.
I mean, 4 hours.
4
yeah.
hours,
They're
dude.
long.
But it's not like 4 hours bad like the Justice League Director's Edition, right?
That wasn't terrible.
Uh,
I mean, it's way better than that.
that's what I'm asking at least.
It's
don't,
way better
Don't
than
even don't even try.
It's not. It wasn't. It was a better movie.
It was a better movie than its cut version, yes. But still not a good movie.
It was.
The
It
Lord
was
of the Rings,
serviceable.
all 3 Lord of the Rings movies are good
Yeah.
with their cuts, but their extended cuts.
I haven't seen them.
They're
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're so long, but they're so much better.
Yeah.
Another sponsor of this podcast. People are gonna think we have a lot of sponsors.
We
I
have no
wish.
sponsors.
I re-downloaded Audible and I've been listening to the first book.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I'm on chapter 6.
Nice.
Benoit Blanc's return.
There's a character that's very similar to Benoit Blanc. And
Really?
It's called Tom Bombadil. He
Tom
just sings in a very he just sings a lot, but his accent and the voice, the guy that's doing the
Daniel Craig.
The reading? No, it's not. Shut up. I'm already having a hard time speaking as it is.
Craig and Benoit Blanc.
Yo, can you imagine a Benoit Blanc voice?
He did a
All the
whole
characters.
audiobook.
A whole audiobook? Like, of anything. It would be so good.
We'd pay for that.
I would definitely pay for that. Anyway. How much have we actually talked
Let's go
about?
back to
Yeah,
Nausicaä.
Nausicaä. Do you have a favorite scene?
I think the beginning. Just learning about my favorite thing about this movie is the world building through the art and through Nausicaä experiencing it, going through it. She knows what to do. How to what?
Go ahead. Sorry.
She knows how to approach the situation and knows how to help Lord Yupa. And
Yeah.
it just shows off that she is a part of this world and she's not naive to it.
Yeah.
And I like the world building in the beginning.
The first scene you with the Ohm chasing, what's his name?
Lord Yupa.
Yupa. I want to call him like Appa
Patrick
or
Stewart?
something.
Oh. Lord Patrick Stewart.
The first like animation of the Ohm is so like good. Like the parts that overlap
Yeah,
and
the shells.
is so good. I love that part.
Yeah.
It's not as good as like the boar, obviously, but that's 13 years later or
Right.
so many years later. But you can tell like they're already getting their smoothness down and their like it looks almost 3D, but it's all hand drawn. So
Mhm.
it's crazy. It's really good. What bothers me a little bit is like the huge mustaches that some of the characters have.
Yeah. I mean, mouth animations are hard, so mouth mustaches are easier to just like
Yeah.
flap up and down.
I would think like every little like bush of hair, I don't know what you want to call it, like the spike of hair,
Yeah.
it adds like just a different difficulty to animating it, but I don't know.
Probably easier than a mouth.
Yeah. Mouths involve a lot of things like teeth and tongue and stuff.
Yeah,
and
cheeks.
and so it's definitely harder. You see some of the characters wear like armor too, and then some of them have like the mask on so
Mhm.
they have different ways of lessening the animation process, but it's still like it's just crazy how everything is painted individually, and it's crazy. Their animation isn't as smooth. You can see like some of the imperfections that they accidentally dotted something and it's like floating with Nausicaä but it's like there's a charm to that. I enjoy that too. So
Any other memorable scenes other than the beginning?
um
Like John mentioned, the giant warrior shooting its laser, or
yeah.
any of the flying.
I love
When
her
they first
glider.
introduced like Asbel as the pilot, like when
Yeah.
he's just they don't even say his name.
Right,
but
he's flying around.
He's flying around, like
Yeah.
shooting down the ships. That was pretty well
Yeah,
done.
that's
Oh, yeah.
pretty done.
Yeah.
All the
Pretty done.
flying,
Yeah, it was definitely pretty done.
pretty done. Well done.
Uh,
Medium well.
I like it medium rare.
Medium rare.
I feel like I don't know how like flying in general, like animating it as smoothly as they did. I feel like that'd be pretty tough.
Yeah, they did it really good, especially like some of the turns that Nausicaä does on the ground were done very well. I was very impressed. I forgot which turn in particular, but there was one I was like, "Oh, that looked really good." Like if they basically had a 3D model of it and they just drew like that
Yeah.
model, like it's so like proportionately like
Accurate.
accurate. Yeah, it was good.
They keep the lines really well.
Yeah, I was very impressed. Yeah, that's like years of practice, and
Good direction.
any of my hand drawn stuff I've done on my very basic animations look completely amateur to what they do in this.
As they should.
Yeah,
But as they should. Like you're not getting paid millions of bucks to make animated films yet, so
no.
and then they also have some scenes where they like flying along the clouds and like they're going in and out of the storm clouds, so
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
one scene in particular, like very like one of the very first scenes where Nausicaa's flying over the water, and her glider's here, and the shadow is going how the sun would be perspective.
Yeah.
But that was like, I was like, whoa, that was cool.
The forethought that goes into that.
Yeah. I wouldn't move as quickly, I would think, but like just the fact that they had some type of perspective was like
Mm-hmm.
impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, it just everything looks good for 84, 85. It looks really good. I'm thinking what Disney movie came out in like the mid 80s that we can compare it to. But Disney does a really good job. Like
Yeah. When did Pocahontas come out?
probably 90s, I would think.
Probably.
Oh, and I was laughing at the audiobooks that Daniel Craig has dubbed.
Oh,
The Sweet Talker.
the Sweet Soccer.
Faded Bears.
The Black Cauldron.
Oh, Black Cauldron's good.
Yeah. That one is good from what I've heard.
That one's really good.
It's been so long since I've seen it. Like, I don't even remember it.
When did Secret of Nim come out?
Secret of Nim. I'd never even heard of that movie.
1982. It's a Don Bluth movie.
Don Bluth?
Yeah. He did really classic American animator.
Never heard of him either. Have you?
No. Now I'm interested though.
Don Bluth also did All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've heard of that movie.
And like 14 sequels?
I think I've heard.
I think
I've seen this
2 or
one
3.
too. An
I
American
think
Tale.
there's more. Yeah. Fievel American Tale?
Yeah. Oh man,
I love that movie. And the sequel. What were we just talking about right now? I was gonna look it up. All Dogs Go to Heaven. All Dogs.
What about it?
There's a lot of sequels to it. Movies. Yeah, would you say it was like 2 or 3 movies?
I think there's 3. Yo, we're going on a big tangent.
I know
we stopped talking altogether.
we changed.
How do you feel about the meaning of the movie, Albert?
I feel. I mean, it's like we were talking about. It's there's a certain part of nature you just can't change. You try to force your way to have it bend to your will, or try to. I don't know what to say more about it, but like you just can't change certain things about the way things work. And as much as you try, then you just either get pushed back really hard or you completely fail and things get worse.
What's the law of motion? Newton's law of motion, that an equal and opposing
Momentum?
force. Yeah.
Or no,
Is
equal.
Is it inertia or one of the things? But I feel like every time the humans try to push, that nature pushes back just as hard.
Yeah.
So they've learned not to burn down the whole forest, but just to like sparingly use fire to just kind of like salvage what they can.
Right.
Yeah.
To keep things the way they are in the valley.
Like a very
versus-
minimal like
Right.
well, I don't know what the word is, but like pruning or like maintenance.
Right.
Yeah. It like there's very like mirroring themes from Princess Mononoke in this movie, but this one has a slightly different like approach or slightly different message as
Right.
opposed to that one.
Yeah, because Mononoke is all about the spiritual side of it.
Yeah. This one's just basically nature, not as spiritual, but there's a little bit of spiritual elements and
But it's mostly a respect for the way things are as it is in front of them.
yeah, nature correcting like the mistakes of humans. Do they say what causes like 1,000 years ago the industrial age like ended? They say what ended it?
Not
mean, not
specifically, but
indirect-
it's mostly the warriors
Yeah.
rising to destroy and raise everything.
Yeah. And then what happened to all the warriors? Oh, they eventually died,
Turned to stone and
turned
died.
to stone, but they had one left.
Yeah, there was one left underneath Pejite.
Yeah. And they didn't even let it grow all the way.
Nope. But I mean, I take maybe it's not accurate, but I take the analogy of the poison forest as like nuclear fallout.
Yeah, yeah. Similar to that, yeah.
Right. And then places like what's that place in Russia?
Talking about
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. Right. Like nature coming back now at this point, recovering after the nuclear fallout from the explosion of the power plant.
Because that was what was happening, right? It was like everything on top was polluted, like the soil and stuff.
Right.
But underneath, it was like it was fertile land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean water. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. The trees were like filtering out everything and then
Mhm.
turning to sand, and I'm assuming the sand was filtering out stuff too, so
Yeah, we could assume that.
yeah. I like how Nausicaä like figures out like it's not the plants that are toxic, it's the pollution like over
Yeah.
the years,
It's
but
the pollution absorbed by the trees.
yeah. And so she has her own little secret like experiments with
Laboratory.
lab, yeah.
Secret garden.
yeah. Secret experiment room, aka laboratory.
Dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm just like, who, like, I'm assuming other people were studying this. Like, no one else has figured this out. But, I mean, she's like the top, like,
Right.
of intelligence, of
But
like,
you're also not shown other people trying to compromise with the forest. Everyone else is trying to fight the forest.
yeah, everyone's just fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that's, like, most in tuned.
Mhm.
It seems like, besides the old lady.
Obaba.
Yeah, but, I mean,
I would say she's more like a spiritual person, though.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a spiritual leader for sure.
yeah. And then the whole prophecy, like, I remember that's where I started falling asleep last night was the prophecy. And then, like, I would wake up periodically to, like, try to pay attention. I retained nothing. And then eventually at the end where, yeah, I didn't even notice, like, when she switched, she had the blue on. And then they had mentioned, like, the fields of gold or whatever. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, okay. Like, I get it. But I was expecting someone to, like, other than Nausicaa to be, like, rescuing them or
I mean, when Obama's like envisioning of it, it's like
She goes bug-eyed.
she goes bug-eyed, but the person she envisioned is very similar to
to the painting or the mural, or you talking about the guy with the big mustache?
no. Like so like so they're explaining to her what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Where like Nausicaa is like in blue and there's like
Yeah.
a bunch of gold around her, and then like Obaba's like envisioning like what they're talking about, and she's but she envisions a man
Yeah.
Yeah.
with like he basically looks like Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean that they describe it as like
Yeah.
a biblical figure,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like coming to save humanity. So
Right.
there's a parallel there, but I didn't see that coming that it was going to be Nausicaa, even though you get the blue dress like 2/3 of the way into the movie. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like that's pretty clever. I like that.
Wasn't it red?
That's the
Oh, was it?
continuity part. I don't know.
Oh, it was red. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I thought it
I'll tell
was-
you the switch when it happens.
Yeah.
She has a red dress from the switch.
Yeah.
She
Oops.
takes the glider away from her band of 5 men and Kuro, whatever her name is. She flies Kushana. She flies with the swarm and finds the baby Ohm.
Yeah.
And
Was it the blood of the baby Olm that turned her dress blue?
I don't know. That's the part I'm wondering about because that's when it switches. It's either like as soon as she touches the acid with her foot, that's when her dress turns blue.
Well, it's bleeding on her pretty good, so maybe that's like they're implying that it changed the color of
I
her
mean,
dress.
if that happened, I'd rather see like even a half-second scene of her
Like,
dress turning
saturated,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it turned blue when they all.
Started.
It's blue. It's blue before she gets there. Before she gets to the Valley of the Wind, or at least to the edge of the acid lake, next to the Valley of the Wind.
I didn't even see the switch. That was pretty.
That's why I was confused. Like, when does her dress turn blue? Because
Yeah.
the switch, the body switch,
Yeah.
is a red dress.
She had a second dress in her glider all along.
Because I don't remember her taking off the dress or switching a jacket or something.
Yeah, I would have seen those nipples. No, kidding.
Okay, so it's red when she goes to rescue the baby Ohm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
it's blue.
Where does
Yeah.
it turn blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. This poor podcast. This poor episode. Come on. Come on.
Wait, but where did it turn red or red to blue?
It was red right before when it switched scenes to these guys.
Interesting.
See, it's red right there. You can see the red.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe in someone's eyes. Yeah, it's red
Still
right there.
red. Still
She's
red.
holding your shoulder.
Still red.
She took their clothes. No, I'm kidding. It's blue right there.
Now it's blue.
Go back.
There's nothing that changed. It's just red right there.
Yeah. She didn't take off her shirt or
It's
anything.
still red.
It's
So-
blue. It's bluish.
It's turning blue.
It's the blood.
It's so subtle.
It's the blood. Yeah.
It's so subtle.
Yeah. At that point, it's the insect blood.
I mean, her boots are always blue.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the insect blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should have been purple.
You blink, you miss it.
Yeah. It's very fast.
but then it turns a different shade of blue later on too.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
that's
dries.
just inconsistency, I think.
Yeah.
It dries. Sometimes when you paint the wall, the paint's darker when it's wet.
No, it's always darker when it's wet. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's intentionally done that way because she.
And it's also the golden light that illuminates, lightens it up. It's a visual effect.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. That's a pass.
No, I feel like there's like symbolism from it turning red to blue though.
From violent to, I mean, the eyes red to blue too. So
Yeah.
That's true. That's
calm.
that.
There's
yeah.
that like illusion right there. So yeah, they've
It's the Ohm's like switch from hatred towards humans to respect.
hentai. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway. Well then. Yeah, I didn't even notice that until I thought it was switched to blue when they did when they raised her up and brought her back to
yeah, to life.
To life.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Basic.
she is Jesus.
She is Jesus. Oh no, we're gonna get canceled.
Religious allegories.
That was that was interesting.
Yeah.
Do you like it more then or less because of the timing of that?
Of what?
That transition between her having the red dress versus blue and what that might mean.
I mean, it doesn't affect the story any. It's just like
Yeah.
in my mind when I saw the switch and when the switch actually happened, it's like two different things.
Yeah, true.
Like the videos where they're like, count how many times they toss the ball, and then did you see the gorilla in the background?
Yeah.
And you totally missed the gorilla.
Like what? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just like
And that's just how it is. Like you're paying attention
Yeah.
to something else that minor change that happens like in half a second, you miss it because you're looking at the bug pushing her, not so much like the color of the dress.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how many things do you actually miss?
In movies.
Yeah, because you're paying attention to the motion of something or an expression of something, like the
Mhm.
main thing, and then you go back and you watch it, and you're like, "Whoa,
Something subtle's
I
happening.
missed those details."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or how we all pick up on just different things from the movie in general.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No nipples.
No nipples.
No nipple.
Also, no hands.
Or no hands.
The lucky man that will see more than just this.
Hacha, his hand gone.
Now your leg is gone. She's just Anakin.
She's just Anakin.
Just
Okay.
one arm.
Just one arm Anakin. Anyway, do you have any other points that you'd like to bring up?
I think this is the main theme. Is the main theme song is the most memorable, or one of the most memorable jingles.
How does it go?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Is that
Close
is that-
enough.
No, doing the SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was like, that's not it, because it's slower paced.
I don't remember what it was.
Kind of
now.
reminds me of Ghost in the Shell stuff.
Close. Yeah, with like a chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, a choir.
No, the ghost. I don't. Something about the voice of the person. I mean, it's supposed to symbolize like
Of Nausicaä?
either of the like chanting or the little lullaby
Mhm.
sound. I mean, I'm assuming it's symbolizing like children or the innocence of nature, but I just didn't like the voice. It got very annoying very fast, but I understand what they're going for. I think they could have chose
Jesse doesn't like
a
children.
different. They either could have chose a different voice
Uh-huh.
or a different pitch to the voice or something.
Jesse's conquered his fear of women in movies, but now it's children in movies.
And what do I hate the most? Women, children. I mean, young ladies, girls,
Women, children.
AKA girls.
Women, children. Oh no.
My worst nemesis, women, children.
Does your movie have a female lead? Well, Jesse's gonna hate it.
Watch out of their little kid.
You know what's even worse? If it's a female child lead.
Okay.
Yeah. My worst enemy. You know what? I changed the score to a -1. It's right there with Eternals.
Oh no. They had like 2 of those.
All right. Anyway, real quick, Power World came out yesterday,
You've been playing that.
or 2 days ago, actually. At this point,
My brother's been playing it.
if you guys love Pokemon and you guys love Minecraft and you guys love, actually, I would think it's more Rust than
More Rust.
Minecraft.
What's Rust?
Rust is like
It's like a 3D builder,
3D builder.
multiplayer,
Also has guns,
but no Pokemon.
but no Pokemon. You guys should play Power World then.
Would you recommend this game to someone who loves Pokemon and not Minecraft?
No.
No? Is it that much more like building as opposed to Pokemoning?
It's
Because you're not building a lot of structures early game, right? You're building a base
yeah.
with pieces of it.
But the pals so far, I mean, it's still very early access. They said that they're gonna include new pals as they went along, but they basically don't evolve from my knowledge so far. Like I haven't had anything evolve, but they're used to help with base stuff.
Yeah.
So they all have different stats, like gathering, planting, watering,
Oh, okay.
kindling, just different like things. And you put them in your base, and they go do those jobs. So
They're not
It's-
pals. They're slaves.
Pretty much. I mean, what's Pokemon?
Yeah, basically. And like, if you need to craft stuff, like as you start, like you just craft stuff for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you get to the point where you just put stuff on a crafting table, and they craft it for you while you're away doing other things.
Okay.
You also defend your base. Like there's some like base defense where like different organizations try to like raid you. There's like towers where there's boss battles that are like kind of like poker
Does your base
raids.
move?
Huh?
Does your base move as the movie?
Eventually, from my understanding, is you can have multiple bases, but no, like where you choose to build
So
is
you're
where
stuck pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah. Unless you expand it, then I guess you're
Yeah.
moving.
And you're constantly leveling up like the technology that you have, and your base is level with it. So
I'm getting
the higher the level of your base, the more like pals that you can have help you with your base, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You can actually catch humans in this game.
catch humans.
Yeah, like there's a group. There's like an evil group called the Syndicate. I noticed when I was going to catch a pal while they were fighting us, like I was trying to steal it from them. Not like steal their pal, but like just steal one that
Like,
they were fighting.
Yeah, you were trying to snatch it. They did the work.
I missed and hit a human character, and I was like,
Do they have like some capture devices? Like what's their Pokeball?
it's called it's basically a Pokeball, but it's called I forgot what it's called, a pal something.
A PAL receiver.
Yeah.
Sphere.
Yeah, pal sphere. Thank you.
Really?
Pal
It's,
sphere?
I think it's legitimately called a pal sphere.
Pokeball to Palsphere.
Yeah,
funny.
and like I missed and I hit a human character, and then it like actually went in the ball and showed the capture thing, and then he got out. But then later on, I caught a human. I caught a bad guy,
Yeah.
and I told Albert I put him in a cage with a bunch of sheep.
With a bunch of sheep.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat them?
No, he's just there for display.
Are sheep's pals?
Yeah, I just forgot the name of.
So it's a pal.
It's a pal. Yeah.
Are you a human in this game?
Yeah, you are a human in this.
Are humans pals in this world?
That's a very cute. No, because when you catch your first human, like it says, humans aren't. You're not supposed to do this. It's frowned upon.
Wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
It makes you feel bad.
Pokemon are aliens, from what I remember.
Pokemon
So-
are Pokemon.
So
Just kidding.
are pals aliens?
Arceus came from somewhere else, right?
Well, I mean, I'm going based off of the origin based on Mount Moon episode. So Pokemon came from a meteor,
Okay.
but I don't know if that's
So
canon.
Pokemon lore
Pokemon lore.
just gets crazier.
Oh yeah, it gets crazier.
Where
Yeah.
where does Mew come from?
Mew is a
Your mama.
combination of all 150 Pokemon.
So is it my mom or is it all Pokemon?
It's your mom, but all of the moms. Sounds kind of hot.
But like, so there's stuff for you to do when it's just like that is just Pokemon stuff.
Yeah,
Like there's like an actual kind of story behind things,
yeah.
but it's also like you'll enjoy it more if you enjoy the Minecraft side of things.
Yeah, I would assume it. 'Cause
You,
I'd just
you
be
do have to
catching.
feed yourself. You do have to like you eat pals in this game.
Okay.
Yeah. You do have to feed
I
yourself.
can't do that. Okay.
You do have to feed yourself. You do have to feed your pals. You do have to like create a system like where the pals that are working around your base can like feed them, like eat, and so they're not starving. And then if they get frustrated and they feel like they're being overworked, they'll just stop working. I'm dead serious. So you have to like manage like
Yeah.
their happiness as well.
Do you have to make them sleep, or they just
They
sleep
have
when
beds,
you're-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
There goes our POW World episode.
Power World.
Release 5 minutes.
Yeah, like definitely. I think for right now it's early access, so I think it's like $30.
Oh yeah.
I think that's worth it considering that as the game grows, if it continues to grow like in a positive way, like the price will definitely like increase.
Does it have a square look like Minecraft?
No.
No. Okay.
It's based off of Unity, I think, and
Unity.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of 3D models.
Okay.
A lot of 3D models, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all 3D models.
I'll take a look at it when I get home. I can't promise I'll purchase it or play it, but I'll take a look at it because 2 people in my circle have told me about it already. So
Mhm.
yeah,
What about us?
you and my brother.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
Nicole.
No, all she said was, "Oh, he's playing that game that your brother was talking about." So
I think Nicole would definitely like it.
she likes Pixelmon, so
Yeah, Nicole would like it.
yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'm playing by myself because none of my friends have it.
Ask Andy.
I thought he plays.
He's
with
not
his,
your friend. No, I'm kidding.
I thought he plays with his coworkers, so I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to intrude,
Okay.
like, because those aren't my friends. Those are his friends.
Hey,
So.
don't divide. They're all your friends.
You're right, Andy. Let me talk to my friends for once.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here.
But like, I like playing single player by myself. I told you yesterday. I told you today about yesterday. Is I play like 8 hours
Yeah,
in one day, which is kind of.
that's not normal. You
For-
don't. You don't.
I don't
typically
normally
do
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't normally do that anymore.
Yeah, the first time my brother played it, he played until 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
that.
he
That's
likes it.
crazy.
So it's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
but I can definitely see the game being more fun with more people,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
especially like the boss fights that they have.
Is there an Elite Four equivalent?
There's like a tower. There's towers all throughout the map that like
Gyms.
basically. Yeah. I don't know if it's like a
Structured
yeah.
foundation.
Yeah, because like I said, it's still early access, so there's still like a lot that they have to
Yeah, they're gonna
add to it.
Yeah,
So,
fine tune it and stuff.
but for the game to be as fun as it is now, without
So you're saying we should buy it now because the price will most likely
I feel like
increase?
that's how it works sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
In my experience, they keep the
'Cause
same
what's the-
price.
What's the other one? What's that other Pokemon one that is still in early access? That one's price has been up significantly. Since,
Really?
what is it called?
I heard you can play it on Steam and you can play it on Xbox.
Yes, it's on Xbox Game Pass, but that means you have to play with Xbox Game Pass people.
Oh, okay. All right.
So your friend group has to use the same platform.
Yeah. You can't. It's no cross platform yet.
No,
Or yeah.
as far as I know.
Okay. All right.
Because, yeah, you could play it on Game Pass if you have Game Pass.
I do not. I don't even have Live for myself.
Or you get Game Pass, and then when you're done playing, you stop paying. And then
Yeah. Gotta pay to play.
I'm still trying to think of that other game real quick before we.
Oh, like
Digimon.
a Pokemon like clone.
Digimon.
Yeah, no, it's not Digimon.
Metabots.
Metabots.
Why did it just bring me? It said 17 games like Pokemon, and then it only gave me like 5, and then
Don't you have to like click like show more?
Next page.
There's like a
Some websites,
small
yeah.
button.
More results. Just to get more clicks and ads.
some games or some websites do that. Temtem,
Temtem. Oh, that was a long time. That was like a
Temtem?
year or two ago.
yeah. That game when it was like first in early access was like I think it was like $20,
How much is it now?
$44.99.
Wow.
So there's a good chance
There's
that it will-
potential for games to increase in price.
Right. Yeah, there's no guarantee.
Yeah. But $30 for something that's
Yeah.
Like, this
do,
is-
do you feel it's like a asset flip game, or do you think they put some work into the art? How close is it to Pokemon designs?
have you seen?
I've seen some of it.
Then you could definitely tell it's inspired by Pokemon.
Okay.
But there are Pokemon or there are pals that are not that don't look like Pokemon.
Okay.
Here, I'll show. Are you looking at it right now, Jesse?
No, I'm looking at movies.
Oh.
1993.
Like this is. I'll just show you this picture. You can already tell that some are inspired by Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, that's Totoro right there.
Totoro.
That is
Oh,
the-
and then there's
It's a yellow Totoro.
There's
You're
a
right.
Mewtwo looking one. Yeah,
There's
some.
just the chicken.
Yeah, and then the blue like fox
You're
elk
right.
thing. Yeah,
It's a yellow Totoro.
yeah, it's definitely yellow Totoro.
It's not Electivire at all, or Electabuzz.
It's like a Totoro Electivire.
Yeah.
It's a
Like, you can
Totovire.
tell some are inspired by Pokemon,
Right.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like
there's blatant copies. Like there's no Pikachu yet.
there's definitely no Pikachu.
Yeah. What's that one called? The electric Pokemon called?
I haven't caught one yet.
Oh, it says Power World. Never mind. I was like,
the name of the thing.
I think it's like it's called like Guzamon or something like that. It's like
Guzum. Are they all Mon at the end?
no,
Oh.
no. Power World.
Not
Gi-
like Digimon.
Gizimon. Glizzymon.
No, we were ending at the same spot.
Power World.
Glizzymon. It's just a hot dog.
His powers is he just eats hot dogs and then
Spits
gets
them back
electrical
out.
power, electrical energy from hot dogs.
No, TikTok.
Yeah, so like
I don't even watch TikTok. It's just streamers and YouTube
It's
videos
just-
talking about it
It's
now.
just my friends.
So bad. Just so everywhere.
maybe some do evolve. I feel like some do evolve.
They look similar to each other.
Yeah.
Man.
What do they call it? Some they can't call it evolve.
Transformation.
They
or
call it
something.
expand.
Expand?
They expand.
In that accent.
Yeah.
It's like Kirby. They have to inhale something to
Most,
consume and
mostly
transform.
glizzies, and then they
Stop
once
it,
they eat enough,
dude.
they
What is your problem?
once they get enough calories and glizzies,
Just call it a hot dog, please.
they call it Glizzy World. Glizzy pals.
Glizzy Pals.
No. I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll
Genital
end it.
jousting.
Here, I'll hand this to you, and you can like
Oh, no.
you can look at some of the pals that they have. Anyway, drugs and plugs. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts,
Oh, I've seen it.
Spotify,
Oh, okay.
YouTube. Like, comment, share. How do you guys feel about?
There's a Sonic advertisement. We're gonna go get some glizzies right now.
How do you guys feel about Nausicaä? And you guys like it? Don't like it? Anything in between?
Do you like Mononoke more?
Yeah, which
what's
one do you like
what's
better?
your favorite?
You have a Pokemon.
What's
in the party.
what's the next Ghibli film you guys think we should watch? So far, we've watched Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Grave of the Fireflies. Technically, this one, Nausicaa. Is that it?
I think that's it. There are some wind themed ones if you want to watch. I can recommend to us.
More wind.
Like more directly related to wind.
Oh,
Like- Not just nature, but more wind.
which one would you say you want to watch next?
Shoot, I forgot the name of it. I was trying to think of it just now.
What about you?
For Ghibli, my favorite Ghibli movie is
Howl's Moving Castle.
probably Howl's Moving Castle.
I was thinking we should watch that sometime next too, but not like any.
Not recent. Not
We'll see.
intention.
We'll see how things go.
Miyazaki March.
Miyazaki. We could do that.
Or May.
Or May. Anyway, this has been the Legendary Sip Podcast, and join us next time. I don't think we have a set movie yet.
No, well, maybe it'll be Reservoir Dogs.
Or maybe it'll be The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship
Or
of the
maybe
Ring.
it'll be Lord of the Rings.
You'll just-
Extended.
Or maybe it'll be Godzilla -1
Minus color.
minus color, and
Minus
we'll just be minus color as well.
Ooh.
I wanted to paint my skin like gray and like have
That's
like
so weird.
and have like grayed out clothes.
And you be the only one that's grayed out,
Yeah.
not us. I think that's so much work.
Anyways,
We could just gray scale all of us instead.
Yeah, well, we need a lot of paint.
No.
Why does it have to involve?
Just do it in the video edit.
No, it's got to be people like, wow, look at them. They're minus color.
They're minus color, but everything else isn't.
Why?
They went the full mile. Let's give them free popcorn.
Popcorn.
How does Benoit Blanc say popcorn?
It's popcorn.
Okay.
How did you?
Buttery goodness popcorn.
Oh, it's a buttery goodness of popcorn.
I don't know who you sound like, but it's
It's
another cartoon character.
It's not Benoit Blanc.
You're supposed to sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
Like what?
How do you do foghorn leghorn?
I don't know. I've
Wait,
never
wait,
tried-
wait, I say it right here. Is that foghorn leghorn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Close enough.
Anyway, this has been the Legendation Podcast. So join us next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.
For popcorn.
Popcorn.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Breakfast time. I gotta buy more coffee beans.
Second breakfast.